There, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for the week of July 25th. This week, I'm still collaborating with Marie Moore, so if you haven't had a chance to check her out, please do so at the link below. I have her right at the top of the description. We're doing this to, grow our channels and also to get, more people hopefully on board to do this collaboration and stuff so we can all grow. It's really hard to grow as a psychic on YouTube, so that's why we're doing it. But let's get into what's going on for you here. You start off with the Seven of Diamonds. So, Seven of Diamonds is a card of having doubts about money, even, and thinking about having doubts about money and things like that. It usually comes up when, like, we have some old concern or something like that come back up again, maybe like an old situation come back around that happened to us in the past, and maybe it was like really bad in the past, but it does say that this time it will be totally different. So if you have any like old money situations or any old money worries coming up this week, just realize that it won't be as bad as it was the first time, and actually you probably have learned how to handle whatever the situation is anyway. The Seven of Diamonds is actually a card of success and successfully overcoming the obstacles. So I think you really have nothing to worry about there. Next, you have the King of Hearts. So this is Cancer. This represents a water sign. So definitely feeling strong this week, I would say, and definitely having a lot of energy this week. The King of Hearts, I mean, it's pretty much the best way to come up, really, this week. So, again, it gives you a lot of energy. And this card's all about return. So a lot of you might be seeing, like, a lot of return on energy that you've put out. That could be in love. It could be in money. It could be in spirituality. It could be anything, really. Anything that you've really put energy into and put time into. You could even see, like, maybe you worked on a project in the past and you could see that project coming back around, or maybe you tried a business or tried a relationship or something like that in the past, and with this card you could see that thing, whatever it is, coming back around now and helping you out. So that's a really good thing. This is a really good card for that, for things like returning to you. Next, you have the Lovers in reverse. This card has 4 of the major arcana from the Tarot in it, so you have the Lovers in reverse. You also have the Fool coming up, which is nice. Actually, you have that upright. But this card, definitely in the reverse, to me, it represents needing to make a decision, but not making a decision, or needing to separate away from something and not doing it. So, and you have the Two of Spades coming up at the end, which is a card of needing to separate away from something. Could be a person. It could also just be a situation or a job or something like that, maybe that you're not leaving. I would say that the answer is very clear with both of these cards. It's that if whatever you're doing is old, or if you're not moving forward somewhere, again, if it's like a relationship, it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere. If it's a job and it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere, this card represents needing to move on. It kind of says, hey, you've probably needed to move on from that situation for a while, and now's the time to do it, and that's what this says. What's interesting is it's followed up by the Fool, like I said, and the Fool is a card of starting something new, stepping off onto a new path, but being successful as well. The Fool to me is a card of success, of starting something new but successfully and doing a great job at it. So this is definitely a card that says step off on that new journey. The other thing, I mean, we could look at it and say that this card usually does say that you are doing this. So this could be the week where you separate away from something and you totally step off onto a new path that something you've never done before. And I think, again, with the Lovers and the Two of Spades together, I think that it would be a great week for you to do that. Next, you have the Nine of Clubs, a card of opportunity, but also a card of achievements and goals. So a lot of you, we have the King of Hearts plus this card together. I would say, both cards definitely represent some sort of, energy returning from something that you've tried in the past, or some sort of goal. Now, this card represents an achievement. It could even be you being recognized for something, like at work, or you standing out somewhere and you receiving some sort of recognition. So it's a very good card, but it's also a great card to set up goals under, any goals that you have, because this is definitely a card of achieving goals. So it definitely says that you could achieve some things that maybe you want to achieve as well with this card. So that's really nice. Next, you have the Queen of Clubs. Queen of Clubs is a card of definitely, looking into the future, planning the future. Same, kind of very similar to that Nine of Clubs, like setting up goals, planning goals, and taking action on those goals as well. So, I'm definitely just getting this week for you for whatever reason. I mean, that's really the only message I'm getting off of this card, is it's all about future goals for a lot of you, and planning for the future. Definitely with that Fool. I mean, like I said, that Fool's a, really great card. So, I think it's definitely a good week for a lot of you to try to try to start something new at the very least. And finally, again, you have that Two of Spades, needing to separate away from something. It could be a relationship, it could be a job, like I said, or a belief or something like that. And again, you'll know what this is because it's somewhere where you're stuck. Anywhere you're stuck, this card pretty much says, you know what, do something else. Try something different because that's what you need to do. But it actually looks like a really good week here. Like I said, you have a lot of return type energy. So, maybe you aren't necessarily starting a lot of things, putting out too much energy. It might just be a week where a lot of stuff is coming to you as well. So, thank you for watching and enjoy your week.